So our next beer is Mobius.
Smooth segue.
Mobius American Porter. There was no way to make that smooth. So it's just American Porter. This is a 7% ABV. Mobius represents a continuous and infinite single dimension, which is, whatever. Combined with space, this gives the basic fabric of reality, space-time. We are proud to offer Mobius as our basic high-gravity, non-adjunct porter. We've gone through great lengths to create a rich and creamy foundation that showcases roasty coffee and chocolate flavors of dark grain while maintaining a high drinkability without being overly sweet. This elegance of the complexity is its simplicity, much like a Mobius strip. This is by Equilibrium Brewing Company out of Middletown, New York.
So you read the description after I tasted it.
Well,
and it was about everything that it said except the creaminess. Not that creamy mouthfeel.
Not super, but
it's not unpleasant.
I'm not saying it's unpleasant.
I like the head on it. I mean, it's got great
It has great head. It starts off creamy, does finish a little drier.
And I think it's because it's got that roastiness, and that chocolate is a dark chocolate-like. And I think it's cutting into the creaminess that it might have.
But that initial creaminess is there, so I'll still give them a little credit. What's on the bottle's in the bottle for the most part.
For the most part.
This beer I like. Flavor's not quite as robust as I expected based on the description, but very good. It definitely would be a good base porter, which is what it is. If you wanted to add stuff to this, there's not a lot that's going to overpower what you're adding. But I also worry that whatever you add is going to overpower everything that's in this base beer. A good base is going to have something, to me, that when you add to it can complement, not be lost.
Well, this base to me has one thing that is a little over it, and that's the roasty chocolatey, dark chocolate. And if you're going to add adjuncts to it, you want to maybe go on more on the sweeter side of things just to balance it out slightly.
I guess I could see a little of the dark chocolate. I'm not getting a lot of roast.
John's really like anti-coffee and heavy roast though, so
He's
I think
anti-anything good.
I think a little goes a long way. Like I respect because you and I have that same thing with cinnamon, where little cinnamon for us goes a long way. So I think it's a little bit of that kind. Just
there is that
because the amount of roast in here, you get it, but I don't think it's like overwhelming.
I don't think it's overwhelming, but I don't think you want to throw an adjunct in here that's going to be on that side of things either.
Oh, I do. I think coffee added to this would be ungodly.
Yeah, I think we'd lean into it okay, personally, but I can see, knowing you, I know why you would say that.
Yeah, I also do too, and he's wrong. It's fine.
Hey, this man made fried bologna sandwiches with a schmear.
You're really struggling with this talking thing.
Yeah, sure am, bud.
You've already been down here. I like this.
It's really good with the kiss.
But it's a little thin, even for a porter. I think the body's just a little thin. Kelsey agrees. That means I'm on something here.
Okay. She's been right all night. Yeah.
It's a little thin. I don't get the roasty. That's the problem. I don't get anything that stands out enough that if it's going to be a base, I think adding anything to it, it's just going to be whatever you add is what the beer's now going to taste like. So I'm only going to give it a 3.75. I think it's well made. It's clean. It's good. It's just not something I'm going to seek out.
Yeah, I'm a 3.5.
Kevin?
So
I think you're all fucking wrong. It's a 5.
So I mean, porter. Yes, it is slightly under what the body is supposed to be. I thought it had a little slight roast to there. I mean, it reminds me of the Jet Black Heart from BrewDog actually, and I mean, but the description on the bottle was just like too much fluff. There's like. It wasn't all what the description was like.
And what's on the bottle better be on the bottle. Because if you don't know anything about it, that's the only thing you know.
Right, yeah.
Exactly.
So, it was okay. So I'm going to give it 3.75.
Since Matt is currently doing his dish bitch duties, Kelsey, what would you give it?
3.25.
Yeah.
Oh, she's...
Wow,
damn,
why?
I missed that
Wait,
one.
why'd you give it so under, 3, though? I mean, what was wrong with it?
I'm disappointed in what the bottle said compared to what came out of the bottle.
What's on it better be in it.
True.
Better be in it.
True. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And
yeah.
we always talk about that because if I look at a beer, I've never had the brewery, never had that beer, and I'm at a store, that all sounds fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I know of this brewery. to me, they're liars at that point if it doesn't come through.
You lied to us.
So if
you lied to me.
But if I see another beer by them that has another rich, flowing like description, I'm gonna be like, does it really taste that way?
Right, yeah, no doubt.
So that's the main reason I always say it's better to either leave it off the can, just put the flavors on there, or keep. We like, what was it? The one that earlier was short and sweet. It was, here's what it smells like. Here's what it like. Here's what's in it. Done.
Yeah.
We drink it. It's smelled that way, tasted that way. Boom.
I mean, I'm all for like descriptions and stuff like that, but it was like when you was like reading it, I'm like, wow, this is way over the top. This could probably not going to be my experience. It's sort of like you having like a big Christmas box, and you're like, "Ooh, it's a big Christmas present," and then you unwrap it, and it's a little thing. It's like, what the?
I really thought he was going to say it's a big box, and then it's a little thing. That we said Christmas present, because if he'd have just said it's a real big box and it came in a little thing, you're gonna.
Right. Well, that'll be the next beer.
He started to say it. I'm like, oh, he's gonna do it. He's gonna. Oh, damn it.
The road with an attitude, tasting notes are always true. Tyler John and off-screen man, bushy beards and awesome hats.
She's like those little cats. You can pet her, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Meow." I'm like, oh god, no. I don't know. Who knows? No, I'm just saying. You never know. You never know about it.